Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I'm here again with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And it is the aftermath of the Drama Fever implosion. Oh my god, we had so many comments on the Drama Fever video. Now, the other night we did a live stream. We logged off. Geeky went to go watch her K-dramas, which she does pretty much every night. And it was gone. Drama Fever was completely gone.
Apparently the reason I didn't get a notification was if you were on the mobile devices, you just got a servers are being upgraded message, and that's it.
Yeah, you got no message.
No, it was like servers are upgraded, and I remember thinking, why are the servers down? There's something wrong, and I went to look up Drama Fever, or you actually did for me, and you said, they shut it down.
They shut it down like 3 hours. They shut it down like 3 hours before you went to log. Like no notice to most people. And we're hearing in the comments on the previous Drama Fever video that some people aren't getting refunds. That if you
you told me that earlier.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's going on now. Your subscription was through PayPal, and we did get a notification that they canceled it. Other people who are paying through Google apparently they're not getting a refund. I don't understand exactly what's going on, but this whole thing stinks to high heavens.
It really does.
It's really freaking weird. It's
and I'm
really
glad I
weird.
did a monthly one. I almost did where you did it a year at a time so that you could save money and you could do it as on your mobile device is easier. I almost did that, and then I did, and I thought, well, now I'll do it monthly because I don't know, maybe I won't like it, and I just kind of never switched it. And I'm glad I did because some of these people were paying like what if they paid like a year of the subscription, and then they're on Google and they're not getting their money back.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know the details about that, but that's messed up.
Yeah, so here is a follow-up article on Variety talking about the other options. We're going to talk about Drama Fever, and we're going to talk about what I think might be the impending destruction of Crunchyroll. Okay. I think Crunchyroll might be next, and we'll talk about that, and we actually had a friend send us a link to this one. But first we're going to talk about Drama Fever from Variety. Drama Fever's demise. Other services step up to cater to K-drama fans.
We got your back. These people got your back.
The abrupt termination of the Drama Fever service this week by Warner Brothers left U.S. aficionados of Korean dramas distraught and angry.
I was angry. I was angry.
And looking for alternative streaming service to meet their K-drama fix. Yeah, we had so many angry comments on that last video.
I was mad.
Insane.
I was like, what the hell? No notice. I mean, you could have even said, hey, by the next billing cycle, we're going to end this. We're going to give you 2 weeks notice.
30 days notice.
Something.
I mean, come on.
They'd expect you to give them notice so they can still bill you. If you don't cancel by a certain date, they can still bill you. Well, they should have been able to, they should be able to tell you we're going to close down by a certain date, or you know what I mean? Or they shouldn't get paid. But
yeah, I mean, usually it's pretty standard that there's at least a 30-day notice, 60-day notice, something. Services like Viki and Kakawa. I've never heard of either one. I guess Viki is a big deal. Streaming service from the 3 biggest broadcasters in Korea offer a range of Korean and other Asian television shows to consumers in the U.S. Among other services, Netflix and Hulu have a variety of K-drama.
Right, but the problem was there was a lot of exclusive to Drama Fever shows, and I know people were commenting on that.
Like, what happens to those?
They were watching these, and you only get them on Drama Fever, and you know they're in the middle of it, and that's exclusive to Drama Fever. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, because they were co-funded. It was like, you know, and this is, you know, this situation is what kind of worries me about everyone banking on Netflix and Hulu and all these streaming services, because they can just shutter at any point in time, and that's it. As a company that values and understands passionate K-drama community worldwide, we're saddened by the sudden news of Drama Fever shutting down, said Clara Kim, head of brand communications for Viki.
Yeah, I'm sure she's like, us. I don't blame you. Use this opportunity. You go for it.
Yeah. Kim added, K-drama holds a special place in all of our hearts, and we stand committed behind our Sunpai and Viki services to continue providing the best of Korean dramas, variety shows, and other international entertainment to global fans. Viki offers an array of more than 1,100 K-dramas and variety shows, including perennial favorite Boys Over Flowers, Suspicious Partner, My Love from the Star, Descendants of the Sun, Strong Woman Do Bong Soo, which I love. Strong Woman Do Bong Soo.
Pinocchio's pretty good.
Pinocchio, Fade to Love You, blah blah, Great Doctor, She Was Pretty, Oh My Venus, While You Were Sleeping.
I've watched most of these. Anyway.
Viki are free to watch with ads. Viki's ad-free HD service is $35 annually.
That's still cheaper than what Drama Fever was.
Yeah, now...
But people said it wasn't as good, though. But, I mean, what else are you going to do?
Right. Now, the other option is Kokawa, I guess, launched a year ago as a joint venture of broadcasters KBS, NBC, and SBS. They stream popular shows. They have 500,000 users. Ad-supported. Okay, so those are your options. I'm going to have
to check that one out.
We don't know what's going on. Nobody seems to know, because the only explanation that they gave that Warner Brothers, because Warner Brothers bought Drama Fever, and it's been around for like 10 plus years now, the only explanation they gave was it was for business reasons, quote unquote business reasons.
weren't people saying that their Glassdoor reviews that those employees saw this coming or something? They said there was some stuff going on that employees were.
Well, usually, yeah. If a company is going to shut down, there are signs. You start seeing cutbacks. You start seeing, you know, and I've been in that situation before where it's like, okay, make every dollar stretch as far as it can stretch. We're not spending anymore. We're cutting back on freaking everything, right?
Then you know your job's in trouble.
Yeah, you know your job's in trouble. We're not buying coffee for the break room anymore. You know things are starting to get pretty lean, and you know, so there were some warning signs for employees, I guess. But again, consumers, they have millions of subscribers. For Warner Brothers to just flip the bird to that many people and just be like, yeah, we're just shutting it down today. And you might get.
And honestly, people, at least the people, anybody who like subscribed and had like you know, more time left on their year subscription, they should get their money back. Anybody, you know, who you just paid for the month, they should give everybody at least their month back, like the last month back for free. You know what I mean? From like, you know, what's now like September on, they should at least refund you like September and October, just, you know, because they did this. But
yeah, this is really whack. So, okay, we're going to move on from Drama Fever, and we're going to talk about Crunchyroll. So, speaking of services getting gone, I think the next service on the chopping block is probably going to be Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll has had some problems with retaining users, and it has a huge problem. Funimation is ending its partnership with Crunchyroll next month. This was actually sent to us by a friend of ours, Rammstein.
Yeah, they leave him alone.
He's sent this to us. This came out today. This is coming from IGN. Verve is also losing Funimation by adding High Dive. Funimation's partnership with Crunchyroll will come to an end on November 9th, 2018. Crunchyroll shared the news on its official forums, not a press release, forums, saying, as many of you know, we have had an ongoing partnership with Funimation for the last 2 years, sharing anime between users. Unfortunately, Funimation has decided to go their separate way, and this partnership will be winding down on Friday, November 9th. In 2016, September of 2016, Funimation and Crunchyroll announced a partnership to share existing content across both streaming platforms, as well as new content, with Crunchyroll providing sub-simulcasts and Funimation handling the English-dubbed simulcast. As a result of the partnership ending, select Funimation titles will no longer be available on Crunchyroll and vice versa. The full list of affected anime is in the process of being finalized. Now here's the thing, Funimation licensed titles including My Hero Academia and Attack on Titan, which debuted during the partnership, as well as simulcasts that are currently airing, will still be available to Crunchyroll users.
Well, they also have it on Hulu or Netflix, or one of them too, they do.
Yeah, and I think that's actually what's going on here. Additionally, Funimation content is leaving streaming platform Verve, which is owned by Crunchyroll's parent company Elation, announced on Verve's blog. And they have some new service, High Dive, I guess, that they're working on too. Now, this is like the latest blow against Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll has been hemorrhaging users. There are, some people are not happy with the direction Crunchyroll is going in regards to censorship.
Yeah, well, not just that direction Crunchyroll is going in, which is now they're going to make their own content, and it's going to be content that they don't like.
Yeah,
it's going to be anime that's not actually anime. That's you know.
Right. So instead of trying to come up with the next Attack on Titan or the next My Hero Academia, Crunchyroll is spending resources on creating stuff like High Guardian Spice.
They mention it's very inclusive and diverse. They mention it's diverse.
It's very diverse.
Guess what? It's diverse.
And inclusive.
Their Kickstarter video. I mean, their video about the High Guardian Spice is about diversity.
For this diverse show about diversity. Yeah. Look back at some of our previous videos. They announced High Guardian Spice over the summer. It did not land well with fans, Crunchyroll fans, looking for actual anime. This is an American-produced show featuring a very diverse creative staff, and that's really all we know about.
They mentioned it's diverse?
Is the creative staff is diverse. That's all we know. It's not actual, like, real anime, and people are not happy. Then that's on top of this. And then you look at this with what's going on with Drama Fever, and I honestly think it's very possible users might log into Crunchyroll someday, and it's just gone.
Well, it's possible. I know people were saying, too, they think that the Warner Brothers, they're trying to start their own streaming service someplace else, and they're trying to do something with that, and that's what they think is going with the Korean drama. But my comment is, how many flipping streaming services do people need? Yeah,
it's getting ridiculous. I think what's going to happen, I think, from what I've heard, Netflix and Hulu are driving the prices up. in the bidding war for
Yeah.
K-drama and anime. I mean, Netflix has been really doing well with anime. I mean, they produce a lot of their own shows,
getting a
or
lot of
co-produce like
exclusives,
Castlevania
yeah.
and stuff like that. They've been doing really well. You know, High Guardian Spice is not going to retain
No, it's really not.
the people that they want to keep.
Very
It's
badly.
not gonna. You're not gonna. People are gonna. This is gonna happen. You're gonna have people leave, and then the reaction to this is gonna drive people away. Now, I don't think Crunchyroll would just up and ditch. I think they probably would give people notice because they're not. I don't think they're as corporate. They're not as corporate. It's not owned by Warner Brothers. They've got
Right.
Elation owns them. I think they would give people a heads up.
Well, after they see
But-
the backlash to what happened with Drama Fever, I think anybody looking at
Yeah.
this would give the heads up because that was really shitty. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm swearing, but it was.
I personally think that Crunchyroll is. I think they're in trouble. I think they're going to be in trouble. I mean, look, there are lots, and frankly, Netflix has so much anime on it now, and they're pushing for more original
Hulu's
series.
got a bunch on it too now.
Yeah, Hulu's got a bunch.
K-dramas on both too.
Yeah.
So I expect them to kind of take over anyway.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a Netflix, Hulu, Disney streaming service world, you know, and it's going to be those. You know, I think Netflix. Honestly, I think what's going to happen at the end of it, I think Netflix is going to pretty much own anime because they're really pushing into it pretty hard.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
And there's not going to be room on it for High Guardian Spice.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
But
don't
there's
know.
room for She-Ra, so who knows? Who knows?
Don't even get me started.
Yeah, who knows? So is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I'm just still mad about Drama Fever. I'm just.
Yeah.
I mean, I did find my show. I was in the middle of, and I found it some other place. I don't remember where it is off the top of my head. But I know a lot of people were really upset because they were talking about ones that they were exclusive to Drama Fever, and now they're like, "What do? I can't watch this." And I'm hoping somebody else gets the right. If they don't have it on Drama Fever, maybe they can, sell it to one of the other places so that they can still air it for people because people really love these shows, and I love these shows. They're really good shows. I love them so much.
That was just bad. I mean, from a customer relations standpoint, I mean, Warner Brothers, that was probably the dumbest thing they could do because they're going to expect these people to come back on board when they launch whatever this new services, which I'm hearing is over a year away, and they're trying to compete with Disney. And I think everybody's going to launch their own streaming channel. And that's what we're going to have. We're not going to have TV channels anymore, but you're going to have to buy a bunch of $10.
Yeah, where before you just bought Netflix or Hulu and everybody kind of put their stuff on it. Now it's going to be,
every studio has their own.
Yeah, and it's going to be ridiculous because they're all charging like $5, $7, $10 each. It's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, and I think consumers, it's only going to, they want one bill. They're not going to subscribe to 20 different.
Right.
I think
you're going to start having these companies come along that you probably pay them one fee and they negotiate some kind of like $2 off and you pay them one fee and then they pay the...
They do that. They do that with, I think Amazon's doing that. Like if you want HBO through Amazon, you can basically subscribe to HBO through Amazon.
But I'm saying I can foresee if they keep having all these different streaming services and people don't want to have to, even though you just schedule it, and it takes it out automatically. But if they didn't want to deal with all that, I can see somebody coming in and a company coming in and negotiating a deal with all the streaming services where you get like a couple dollars off the packages. They sell so many, and then they just sell them to the customers for one flat rate with their fee.
Yeah.
And they negotiate it for you or whatever.
Well, I mean, that might not be a bad idea though if there's so much content out there and instead of having to go to like 10 different apps, you had like one master app that you could pull content from all of Netflix and Hulu and all that. Because it's gonna get really confusing. I mean, this is so basically. It sucks to be a cord cutter because you cut the cord to get away from
Which
paying.
we did years ago, actually.
We did years ago to get away from paying, for DirecTV or for cable, and we're gonna be in this situation again where you're basically gonna be paying.
Get you one way or the other.
Yeah, we're gonna be paying $100+ a month for TV.
They're gonna get you.
They are.
Get you.
They're totally gonna get you.
All right.
So yeah, Drama Fever is gone.
I'm still so mad about it. I could just people were so upset. I felt so bad for them, especially people who were in the middle of shows. Like my heart broke for them because I can just imagine. I mean, I know their frustration. It was just, what the heck.
And I think Crunchyroll's next. I think they've made two main mistakes. I think this is another blow on top of the High Guardian Spice, on top of the the allegations of censorship, and just the anime fans are turning on Crunchyroll, especially with it getting weirdly political now. That most anime fans are not on board with the politics. So
all right. Well, let's just wrap it up then.
We're going to wrap it up. Please subscribe to Clownfish TV for more pop culture news, views, and rants, art videos, gaming videos, and more. Hit the bell for notifications, and we'll talk to you later.
Yep. Goodbye.